would appreciate it. Letter A through about letter D. Get ready with a presentation right here at 4 o'clock.
Well, as soon as Steve Bell is so diva. She doesn't mean how it's ganz med. Steve kommer där nu hade ni henne. Så dansar around. But until you know why you can't come to copy again and that's why. I didn't say it. That's
Test 1, 2, guys. We're ready to start the Stallion presentation. If you need fry pies or coffee, they're still sitting back there selling fry pies and coffee. We're ready for letter A, guys. Get them lined up. We've got, I don't know, 23, 24 stallions, something like that here tonight. Stallions lined up, and if you have information on them, please bring that information along with. Now, we do have the pleasure of having the All-American Harry Weaver up here to help me tonight. So, no more longer. I am no longer lonely. I was just thinking of the song, Won't Be Lonely Long. We got Harry up here. Line them up, boys. Letter A to letter D.
That's some problems, yeah.
You know some answer? How much the problem?
That's jealous and Ross Papa.
Letter A is going to be the first stallion in the ring, guys. Darrell Wanda Walker's Legacy. Elko Ridge Morgan and Salmon from Myerstown, Pennsylvania. 2018 stallion. This stallion is a direct son of JMF Windwalker. Legendary Alex Kazam on the dam side. Mizrahi on the second dam. Update says he is a big, black, powerful stallion with a pretty head. He thinks the right way. He is a true Windwalker offspring and favors him a lot. Plus, you have a Mizrahi on the bottom side. He's a blast to drive. They had a 9-year-old boy driving him, and he did well. Check out the offspring in the sale. Standing at Rolling Acres Equine for 2026. Says here his stud fee will be $1,200. $200 discount if you book and pay today or tomorrow. Letter A is the first one in. Here is going to be Darrell Wanda Walker's Legacy.
Go.
Here's a big Windwalker, son. Everybody knows what the Windwalkers have done for the driving horse. Legendary Alex Kazam goes to Troutbrook Alexander. There's a lot of trot there, and of course you got Mizrahi on the bottom side. I remember that Good Karma mare was black mare with 4 whites and some white on the face.
There you go. I told you you're going to bring some value, Harry. I do not remember the Good Karma mare. I can guarantee you that. But we do have letter A in the ring, guys. Walker's Legacy.
Ja, Good Karma har där har Nix och liksom. Ja, Nix. Aha. Sitt länge där. Vad är det? Så det var väl en länge med. Så det är så märkligt. Ja. Ja.
Thank you. That was letter A. Letter B should be the next one, guys. If you've got them lined up or whatever you've got on the outside, bring them on in. Letter B, Noah Bender, Oakland, Maryland. Here's going to be Stretch and Royalty, a stallion that is 3 years old. By Mariel Homestretch, Tug Hill Ammunition, Lacing Time on the dam side, a little bit of Ernie stuff in there. Consider him to breed your mares, a new young stallion on the block, 2 mares in, full dim for 2026. Tested Blacker Bay, half-brother to Ledgefield Intrigue with a Lacing Time dam, $1,500 stud fee with a live cover only. Stretch and Royalty, here's a young stallion, just a 3-year-old.
Just a 3-year-old by Homestretch. Homestretch, I don't know how many world titles he won. Showed quite a bit. Like they said here, so this would be a half-brother to Intrigue and Potenza and all them others. Some high-dollar mares that sold from this Homestretch blood. Lacing Time, and goes back to Reflections Image. Al Davison, that horse has done a lot of good for Al. Brooks and Dunn, I think Gerald had him. Spread quite a bit.
Letter B, Stretch and Royalty, guys. Live cover only, $1,500 service fee. Harry, how long have you been in the Morgans?
07,
Serious?
I think. Somewhere in there.
2007. It's been a while. Letter C, TRI Volcano. Archery Equine Center bringing us another stallion here by RWF, really on the bottom side, Shandell High Orion. Started by world champion. Is he out there? Here he comes. Started by world champion out of a 2022 Buckeye Sale Highlight. He has the pedigree to burn. His first full crop promised us he's going to pass on his great conformation and bone structure. Ship semen is available. Says here his 2026 full crop is starting to arrive, and they are excited. He continues to outproduce himself. He has that high Orion drive, and they look forward to see where it will go yet with some time. $1,500 service fee. Oh, dude, I like this. Today's event special. You determine the service fee by the roll of a dice. If you roll a 1, I'm assuming, is that $100? Oh, you get 2 dice. So you roll a 2, it's $200. All right, you roll a 10, it's $1,000. You roll a, I have no idea what the high, a 12, it's $1,200. There you go.
By world champion Dralion, Shandell High Orion Dam. Amos had him for a while, and then the Sleigh Balls had him. He's got a lot of driving horses out there. Legacy's Viking was an old show horse. Maybe you need to go roll the dice here.
I like that. And then if you put in $50, they'll let you roll it again. That was letter C, Volcano. Letter D should be GMY Morningstar Energizer, Gerald Yoder Consignment, LaGrange, Indiana. Should be a 4-year-old stallion, the Agent Morningstar Morgans by LVM, the Black Ace. And on the dam side, we've got that Royal Extreme Sioux by WVS, the Extreme Demander, and a Tom Shoe second dam. Energizer is a young stallion. He's 4 years old. The first crop is on the ground. They're pleased. He is homozygous black, and he's going to produce that modern type that you guys are looking for. They do ship semen.
We have a couple real nice foals.
A couple real nice foals out of him. Boy, here's a nice stallion. Morningstar's Energizer. Young stallion, just a 4-year-old.
4-year-old by Black Ace. That's Simply Maserati. A lot of good show horses came out of that. Some Noble Flair there. And Extreme Demander. Looks like Gerald's got another youngster here that'll do the driving breed good. Thing floated.
Gerald type for the guy.
Yeah.
You can see this is the type of horse that he likes and likes to breed on, and he's definitely going to do that. He's 4 years old, guys, and just a big floating trot to him. Should bring us up to letter E. Should be TRSW Challenger. It's going to be a 2019 model. We should have letter E coming on in. Is he out there? What you got out there, Steve?
It's me. 3. A substitute. 2 in the sale.
All right, here is letter F. We have letter F, CRE Intrigues Macho. Ben King consignment. The agent is Rolling Acres Equine. 6-year-old stallion by Ledgefield Intrigue with a UPS Ultimate Ambition Dam. 16-hand stallion. If you're looking to produce road horses, check out the depth of his girth. Stud fee is $1,100.
Ship semen available.
Ship semen is available. Letter F.
Here's an Intrigue Son. That home stretch, Mizrahi again. This bottom side, I don't know a lot of this. That A&R's Amos's old breeding, I think. Ja, ich will jetzt nichts von so.
He's 6 years old, guys. $1,100 service fee.
Ich schaue so an Amos at Wakanda. Oder sie A&R, Amos and Rachel.
Serious?
Been pretty sure.
Yeah.
Aber,
Amos Yoder.
oh,
Ja, Bloomfield. Ich bin pretty sure so was der alte Prefix, like Gott, Ash.
Again, that was letter F. We're learning stuff up here. Harry's saying Amos Yoder used to be A&R's. There you go, before Wycon Valley. Next stallion, what do we got? Hey, Atlee, you got any charm pizza around here somewhere? Working on it? Oh.
You left the ticket. My bidder number back here by the
Harley Yoder, we've got your buyer number from Wesley Chapel Road, Zanesville, Ohio. All right.
Yeah.
This is letter E. Letter E, TRSW Challenger. This is going to be a stallion that is by TRSW, looky here, by Cartier with a mainframe mother, gifted with natural motion. He is built for power, having strong hocks and limber shoulders, alert and expressive. He's got a beautiful, nice head and large eyes and well-set ears. He exudes a presence that demands to be noticed. His sire, looky here, has been consistently a successful show horse on a national stage, having won numerous ribbons at Oklahoma in multiple divisions. Famous horses in the pedigree include Cedar Creek Harlequin, Chaparral, Serenity Masterpiece, Mainframe, 3 crosses to Trophy, and 2 crosses to Elm Hill, Charter Oak.
Yeah, this one's got a lot of good blood. So that Cartier horse, he's a maternal brother to Mizrahi. Guiding light on the bottom, Mainframe by Masterpiece. This one, I think, had a baby at the Superior Sweepstakes this past year. Where? Yeah, made it into the top 20. Here's a pretty nice athletic stud. If you like some of this old blood, this one's definitely one to check into. Throwing that few there.
Stud fee is $1,200 for the sale while it's going.
It says actually, the Terry, it's the TRSWs, Terry Rutledge and Susan Walker. Sister Susan, Terry's Shaba doing
All right, that was letter E. We should have letter G. The next one should be LSE, Black Onyx, and Andrew Miller consignment from Holmesville, Ohio. Is that what you got, Mr. Bowman? You betcha. Andrew Miller be a 4-year-old by the Optimist, and on the bottom side, an over-the-moon dam, EK's Princess, Forevermore on the Grand Dam, a handsome young stallion sired by the multi-world champion, English Pleasure, and a 2024 Reserve World Champion Open Park Saddle Horse, the Optimist, and out of the beautiful black over-the-moon daughter that boasts Morgan quality and pedigree, that includes Forevermore, Indian Creek, City Lights, and Mariel, Chicago, and to name a few. He is tested homozygous for Bay Brown. Is he coming? Letter H. All right. I'll wait till he gets here. Hvis vi starter tagene, skal vi på fattighed medholde.
Hepimiz team and Ebbas Gabba.
One of these days we'll get in. I got a good deacon story that I can tell you guys about, but I'm not sure if I can say it fast enough till the horse comes in. Henry Vinegstizzle. Right here? All right, we'll wait. All right, now we've got BVMS, My Buckeye Dominator, Rudy Hostetler, Consalmon, Millersburg, Ohio, 2018 model stallion by Soul Commander himself. On the bottom side, Ranches Tom, Rimlow Black Prince, a black stallion bringing you the great pedigree of Soul Commander and Ranches Tom. His offspring have been easy to train. Service fee is $1,200. Ship, semen, and on-farm breeding is available. $1,000 service fee on this dude. Ship semen is available. Soul Commander, son. If you're looking to raise big, powerful, buggy horses, right here you go.
Yep, Soul Commander son, and that bottom side, that's where lots of these driving horses go back to Ranches Tom, Rimlow Black Prince. Lots of solid driving horses.
Soul Commander, guys, you all know the pedigree is very well liked. It doesn't take a professional to see that. We saw that Soul Commander mare sell a little bit earlier today. Good Ranches Tom pedigree here, guys. Here's one that'll produce.
Debbie. Oh yeah, I just now seen the mother of this one, Debbie's Delight. I remember I haven't had her for quite a few years. She was quite a nice mare, lots of go.
All right, now we have letter G, is that right? I. Letter I on demand, Daniel L. Hirschberger from Quarryville, Pennsylvania, bringing you a stallion here. 2018 model by GLB Bell Pepper with Miss Rye on the dam side. Tuck Hill Celebrity Grand Dam. On demand represents both sides of the impressive pedigree, well with all the type, curve, and the purdy of his sire's side, and the drive and the power off the hind end of his dam side, and is noted to pass it alone. Big body with a solid bone structure. The stud is built to last, and we expect great things from him both in the show ring and in the breeding shed. $600 discount if you book and pay at the sale.
This one's loaded with pedigree by Bell Pepper out of Mizrahi Mare, second dam by Tug Hill Celebrity. I always thought Tug Hill Celebrity horses were always quality, pretty horses. Yeah, lots of nice blood here.
Again, this is letter I on demand. I believe we have letter E out there now. Is that right, Henry?
G.
G. Yeah, G, that's right. LSC Black Onyx under saddle out there. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be that 4-year-old stallion by the Optimist. Here he comes. He has got a CBMF over the moon on the damn side. As pretty as a picture, boys. He's a handsome young stallion, sired by the multi-world champion English Pleasure and the 2024 Reserve World Champion Oban Part saddle horse, the Optimist, and out of the beautiful black over the moon daughter that boasts Morgan quality. And pedigree that includes Forevermore, Indian Creek City Knights, and Mariole, Chicagoan, to name a few. He's tested homozygous for bay, brown, or black, and available by fresh, cooled, or frozen semen. Consider being part of the young, exciting stallion here. Service fee is $1,500, and then the 31st, it's going to go up to $2,000. So you better bookity book and get them booked.
Oh, du menar särskilt med dess värld, ja. Ja,
I think here's a nice young stallion. By the Optimist, that horse is really athletic, like it says here. Reserve in 24. I watched him just this past fall in Oklahoma. He was spectacular. He had a little bit of bad luck, pulled a shoe, and then pulled a second one. But I think he would have placed up pretty high if he wouldn't have had that bad luck. But I think here's one to check into. First foals, I think, were born last year. I think he showed in the sweepstakes when he was a baby here a few years ago.
Young stallion, that's going to be exciting, boys. That was letter G. What do we got, Henry? J. HPW Starstruck, Omar Stolzfus and Samuel Stolzfus, Millersburg, Pennsylvania. 2017 model by LPS, piece of the action with a Stonecrow Byzantine on the dam side. Futurity French Command, second dam. Stallion in 2017 model, here's Starstruck.
Here's one that I bred. Then when I bought Over the Moon, this is a half brother to him, so I sold him here at Buckeye the following spring. By Piece of the Action, which is by Masterpiece, and then Town Sweetheart. She was a full sister to Man in Motion. Town Sweetheart is the mother of Man in Black. Obviously Piece of the Action, LPS True Believer, and actually a horse I stand, LPS Firepower, is also out of Town Sweetheart. Then Halle Berry on the dam side. She was world champion junior mare. Yeah, I think here's a nice horse. They sold one here last year. That was by him, young mare that brought pretty good money. She was a pretty nice mare. I bought a stud fee at Mount Hope. I'm planning on breeding a mare to him.
Hur många har du got now?
25.
No.
30, depende wie viel von den Jungen es kaut. So was some of the older games. Getting on a 21-year-old for miles. He's not the end. This is freaking dubious like 10 days ago. But he's probably the best, maybe the best bred mare to ever be consigned here. It's not the change, by no means, but Bellflower,
Nice.
but
That was letter J. Letter K. Letter K, Darawanda Tilla. Here's going to be a Henry Lapp consignment from Nottington, Pennsylvania, by CBMF Wicked Ruler. On the bottom side, Darawanda Black Pepper. Big, black, and a bold moving Darawanda bred stand that is ready to breed on. Ship semen is available. 16 one hand of solid Morgan beauty. A blast to sit behind it. A great mover. $1,000 service fee and $100 off if you book at this event. If you're looking to produce big and black, I mean to tell you, we've got it right here.
this one likes to go forward the way it looks. By Wicked Ruler, ruling class. He was a nice show horse. Something Wicked was a really nice mare. Eaton Starstruck. There's some nice blood there. Bottom side, driving blood. Black Pepper going to Windwalker. This one looks like he's looking for another town.
Yeah, this is the type of stallion, if you've got one of those smaller black mares today and you want to breed for something bigger, this is the type you need to cross with.
missing.
Oh, this is the stud, those two mares that we sold free breedings with. This is the stud, that breeding's gone along with those mares. The guys that were crazy enough to split them. Here's what you're gonna breed to. Yeah, they're not smart enough to breed this one if they split the team.
Ibish, John.
Too exciting for me.
They kind of I'm dealing with jokes all the next.
Especially from the time of that's on a big instructions.
Oh, God.
All right, now the next one. Here's Stallion. Here's going to be letter L. Jonathan Fisher and John Hirschberger from Topeka, Indiana. A stallion that is, he's a 12-year-old, and I mean to tell you, Dragon's Meat icon, Simply Maserati. Here's quite a stallion that's made his mark in the industry. Service fee of $2,000 if you booked this weekend. It's going to be $1,500, but my goodness, what a gentleman.
I don't know if we need to say anything about him. World champion stallion a few years ago. By Icon, which is Mizrahi and Obsidian. Obsidian was a great mare, Broodmare Hall of Fame mare. Simply Maserati on the dam side. Hollybrook Wham Bam. This one's dam is, I got a mare at home that's related, a maternal sister to his dam. Simply amazing, and I like that mare quite a bit. Sets his, yeah.
I mean, just Aliran. Every time we see him, he just puts on a show.
Die Schafe never alle da.
not all the time. Be loud. When he makes it read.
Usually it's 7 bottom, fairly. 4 bottom, fairly easy to kind of get in.
There you go, right there.
That was letter L. Should be ready for letter M. M-E-A, I'm a survivor. Emery Mash, you got him out there, Henry? What do we got? Letter M is coming around the mountain. You know, it's just so hard sitting here thinking about this deacon joke and you don't know, are you allowed to start now, or because it's really not a good one if you have to stop halfway through. There you go. Here he comes. MEA, I'm a survivor. Emery Mass, Millersburg, Ohio. BJ Superman, and on the bottom side, online, Bell Flair. Here's a stand. The Masters prodigy haven't disappointed with the first ones making their show debut last year. They welcome your breeding consideration in 2026. Here's letter M. $2,000 service fee, boys.
Here's a pretty special horse to these Mass guys. I think they bred him and bred the sire. The sire's dam was one of Olin's good driving mares. Dam side, VL Mandalay, Salem Simone, it's all a bunch of good mares. This one showed some a few years. I always thought he'd make a good ladies' horse or kid's horse. He's pretty fancy with a young girl behind him. You're doing a good job.
He looks good.
Yeah.
10 years old and still a rockin'.
If you need a good mind, it looks like you maybe check in here.
Yeah, 100%, guys. And I tell you, I always like to see if there's a couple generations that are bred into a stallion that the guys have kept back, that's always special to see. Those guys are serious about a breeding program.
They bred him and then sold him to a show barn, and they showed him a few years, and they bought him back for a breeding stud.
That's the way to do it.
Sit on mask and fought as me.
Olin's a
No way.
Letter N, the next one should be coming in, is going to be KES Brandon. Beniel Miller, Burtonhand, Pennsylvania. This is going to be a 21 model. White splash. Chippendale on the damn side. If you want confirmation style and chrome, he's got it. Drives like his pedigree. Letter N. Brandon is a proven stallion. He does pass his chrome on to his offspring. Stud fee is $1,100. Ship semen is available. $200 discount if you book and pay today or tomorrow.
Here's a nice black stud with some chrome. I know a bunch of this pedigree in the back line. De Laurent, Reason to Be, was, I thought, one of the nicer mares I ever seen right when I started in the Morgan breeds. She was by Issues and Answers. Strut and Flash, I worked him, owned him, worked him a bit. My brother had a full blood brother to him. Once Sir Lancelot, she's by Lemurridge Sir Lancelot, which was quite a driving horse. And then Bellflare, LCS Striptease by Tedwin Topic. And you got some of Levi Graber's blood. Yeah, this one's got quite a bit of good pedigree.
And if you like white, he does pass that on to his offspring. Next stallion coming in is letter O. Letter O is going to be FP Morningstar. Marcus and Leroy Mass from Shreve bringing you a stallion that's a 2018 model. He's by TSL Starcraft with a mask in black on the dam side and a Noble Flare second dam. Ready for FP Morningstar. Wow, here he comes. Letter O, FP Morningstar, son of TSL Starcraft.
By Starcraft, there you go, get first star, and Trout Brook Canter on the top side, then mask in black. But what I really like about this one is this Joyce Marie was a really good mare for Sam Fisher. Montebello Rose, or Noble Rosalie, and then Montebello Rosalie. Those were all really good show mares. Lots of good blood here. I remember when Sam bought Mask in Black, I tried to buy him, but he had a little more money than I did. That was a long time ago at the Cochran sale in Kentucky.
Star is going to be standing at Centerville Equine for 2027. Says here for the 2026 season, a service fee $1,600, $200 off if booked and paid this weekend. Homozygous Blacker Bay.
I've seen some really nice high-headed babies by this horse here the past few years. But so what is it? So what is some shit about it? Goody.
Letter P should be the next one coming in. Trickle Creek Bart. He's going to be a Daniel Miller consignment, a stallion that's born in 2019. He's 7 years old. By GLB Bell Pepper with an O-Star dam. Windwalker second dam. He is stamping his offspring, size, length of neck, great disposition, and a good set of hocks and feet. Homozygous Blacker Bay, standing at Country Corner Equine. Stud fee is at $1,400. Live full guarantee. Multiple mare discounts are available. Letter P.
Here's a bell pepper son. That dam side, no star, and then the second dam, Derwanda Miss Lombard, Windwalker, Casey Bonnie Lynn. Al Davison did that cross quite a bit. Windwalker to that Casey Bonnie Lynn. There's two full sisters, Derwanda Miss Lombard and Derwanda White Dove. Years ago when I was trading horses, I had a full brother, gelding, I put through this sale. He was a full brother to the second dam of this one, Miss Lombard. I don't know, was that 08 or whatever? We flew around this ring. He was a motorcycle. I think he brought 6,900, and that'd probably be 20, 25,000 right now. But yeah, I always remembered these dams. Those two mares, full sister to that gelding I had. I think his name was Derwanda Bat Masterson.
No kidding.
Yeah, a lot of good driving.
2008, that's been a while.
Fancy big horse. Good battle does a bit spectacle.
Huh?
Good battle live is a
Oh,
bit
big
spectacle.
time. Spectacle for the gross camp.
Yeah.
All right, ready for letter Q. Should be the next one coming on in. Q, letter Q. HPW Mooncracker is the one we're waiting on. Reuben Miller consignment. This is going to be Jonas Hirschberger is the agent by Astronomically with a stone crop Byzantine on the dam side. Futurity French Command. Mooncracker's first crop of babies are a year old now. They're happy with what he's producing. He's going to be standing there at Jonas's place in Danville, Ohio at 2026.
There's a full brother to Over the Moon. Just young in his breeding career. Think it's a nice horse to check in on by Astro and out of Halle Berry.
They said his service fee is $1,500, and if he gets booked today or tomorrow,
His service fee is $1,500 if you book him today or tomorrow. $100 off. $100 off. Todd would say a Happy Meal, no drink.
Ruben's down in the sunny south, probably watching us
Little
right
booger.
now. Yeah.
Tell you what, he's got it made in the sun. Letter Q, Mooncracker.
Yeah. So there's there's the W.
I got a few hundred miles to put on yet tonight. Freaking guys don't know any Rager's now. Fuckers don't know what you got. It's action at so bad. It's just like hovering on
Yeah.
like Apple Creek to south of Rager's.
Letter Q, Mooncracker, guys. As he said, full brother to Over the Moon. You got letter R out there, Henry? S. Letter S is going to be TMMS Jaegerbaum. This is going to be a Mark Wenger consignment from New York. Going to be a 5-year-old stallion, but they're one to Jägermeister with a Strucken black dandy on the dam side. Bell Flare says here, if you like him big and bold with some bounce, he has proven to pass on, then breed your mare to Bomb. He's already had more mares booked this year than he bred total last year. Be sure to join the excitement on this upcoming stallion that has started to create a buzz.
Here's a nice black stud, some Wicked Ruler, Windwalker blood. My brother bred the dam of this one. He used to have that strutting black dandy, and actually the second dam of this one, Bella's Erica. She's the dam of Catch the Moon, English Pleasure Ladies Horse of the Year this past year. Bell Flare obviously was Triple Crown winner, and My Chelsea was a world champion. A lot of good blood. I think he looks a little bit like his dam sire, Dandy.
He's sharp, that's for sure, guys. He's young, but he is good looking to boot. He's got the bounce like they were saying. There he goes. What do we got? Letter R. Letter R is coming in next. Is going to be TRSW Last Look. This is going to be won by Hollybrook Stage Rage, White Rocks Calabi on the dam side, Courage of the Equinox. He is big and bold and powerful, being offered to the public for the first time. Naturally athletic and easy to train and eager to go to work. His pedigree is an interesting combination of old and new bloodlines. The dam comes, says here, from a strong New England stock. He's way out there. He's coming. Timing it be right now, but there was a new deacon in Middlefield, Ohio, and there were two guys in his church that didn't get along, and they always had this argument going, and so one of the preachers told him that, hey, we need to go talk to these two guys. I'll go along for support. So they go to the first guy, and they talk to him, and this guy just runs the other guy in the dirt, and the new deacon stood there and like, yeah, I can see your point. I can see your point. And they walk out the driveway and go to the next guy, and that guy starts running the other guy down, just, he's this, that, and the other, and yeah. The new deacon said, yeah, I can see your point. I can see your point. On the way out of the driveway there, the minister looks at him, and he said, now you know, you can't do that. You can't just agree with both of them. Deacon looks at him and, yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. Be nice to have one that easy to get along with.
Yeah, right. yeah, you're right. That was a good one. That's not an easy speak, dude.
All right, here we go. Now we got Last Look, guys. Says here comes from the dam is a full sister to Equinox Rockstar, a dynamic park saddle and breeding stallion in the east. Last Look sire, Hollybrook Stage Rage is well known for producing champions, and the show ring and offspring are making their own reputations in the breeding shed. The MHA registry lists TRSW Last Look as the last horse produced by that famous stallion.
Here you got Old Blood, Stage Rage, Harlequin, Anthracite, Barry Bancaboria there. There was only a few Anthracite daughters, I think. Bunch of this East Equinox Farm Blood. They've been breeding horses for, I don't know, a long, long time, 40, 50 years probably. Elm Hill Charter Oak. It's a lot. That was way before my time, but everybody always told me I was a lot of trot there. Courage of Equinox, you see him way back in a lot of good show horses. Yeah, a lot of New England blood, like they said.
And just a young stallion, just a 5-year-old. Like they said, first time offered to the public. First time off the farm. Oh boy.
I wasn't sure if it was that first time off the farm or if it was the driver. I wasn't sure. I can say it. It's my brother.
Okay, they're selling 2 mares tomorrow that are in full to him. 207 and 216. 260. 262. 262. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that all? Let's see how do you know?
Jingle.
Jingle.
Jingle. He's been 79, hasn't 80.
I'm no kidding.
He's been in all the savages.
Lot number. Next one coming in. Now we got letter T. King of the Wind. Coming on, guys. This one is consigned by Many Acres Stables right there in Fredericksburg. By Soul Commander. Here's a big Soul Commander son with MVMR Midnight Shadow Dam. Black Vel's Jim on the Grand Dam, guys. If you're looking to produce big, powerful, right here you go. King of the Wind. We saw a couple of his offspring today. Service fee is $1,500. If you book and pay this weekend, you get $200 off. Soul Commander son. Ship, semen, and on-farm breeding is available.
Soul Commander son, at Midnight Shadow, he produced a lot of nice horses, which his sire, Midnight Summer's Dream, that was a black horse with a bunch of chrome. He's actually a full brother to Halle Berry over the Moon's dam. Yeah, Black Vel's Jim on the dam side, solid driving horses there. Immortal, yeah, Soul Commander's dam. She was quite a nice black mare, Intrepid Immortal Beloved. Miss Bluegrass, a lot of nice blood.
Again, if you're looking to produce big and black, right here you go, $200 discount if you book and pay this weekend.
Been too good to you. Driving, he does some of that too. We float to the local student, so I'd go to him for the driving guy.
Yeah.
Ready for letter U is going to be S&E George. Here's an S&E Morgan and Salmon from Milverton. Be a black stallion that is 6 years old. By Walnut, Lane Light Squiggles. And on the bottom side, TSL Starcraft, LVM the Black Ace. Got the look and the get up and drive. The foals have a nice long neck and pretty heads. Says here he might be standing in northern Indiana for the season. S&E George.
This one goes back to TB Midnight Summer's Dream again. That's where Trickling Stream Dreamer, everybody, the Western people like that one. He goes back to that horse too. First Star on the dam side, and Black Ace, which is simply Maserati. Nice bred horse. Love it for those stud feet of coffee man, because it's a cheaper ticket than that. But I mean, I'm going to be breathing. Yes, that was the little ship. On the border, it's we're in it today. Here's the ticket. I saw a flag from that line heat out of the day 20 minutes ago on the
Six years old, guys. 6-year-old stallion, sharp-headed stallion.
Almost double little too.
Yeah, not today.
There you go, that's letter U. We should have letter V. WVS My Kinda Night should be the next one coming in. Is that what we got, Sam Stolzfus? Bring him on in. Buyer WF Drelly on the bottom side. Hollywood Stage Rage. Going to be a 7-year-old stallion out of a special mare, NSM Midnight Lace. His offspring are looking very good. Sharp, up-headed with long necks. Another big stallion that's black. Says here you had the offspring in 2024 that was reserve champion at the White Deer Morgan sale in the People's Choice Wheeling class. Ship semen is available. Stud fee $1,100 with a $200 discount if booked and paid in full today or tomorrow. Letter V, My Kinda Night.
By world champion stallion, Dreleon, Stage Rage Dam. I was trying to figure out who that, I should know who that LCS Valentino was by, but can't think of it right now. I want to say Tedwin Topic. Those LCS people had a lot of Tedwin Topic blood, but not sure. Here's a high-headed, high-trotting, big black one. Yeah, and watch him almost
There's almost those is right. There's Elmer of Auctioneer. Elmer won one in Georgia best in a restaurant. Coffee ordered. When he's one rosy shots he put on. I want a pot. She said, "Do you want cream in that coffee?" You know how much shots I wanted black. When I said, I said, I want it. You know how it is. The almost says on the other side, straight up.
There's letter V, guys. Dreleon son, I believe we've got 2 more stallions. We've got an X in for the presentation, but letter W should be the next one. Hank's saying letter W, Blue Steel, Ezekiel. Here's one by JMF Ebony Knight with a Darrow under reflection. Dam Trey Boy going back there on the Grand Dam. A powerful JMF Ebony Knight son, a serious road machine with a lot of conformation and size. First full crop looking exciting with good conformation. Says here, stud fee $800, $100 discount if you book and pay at the sale. Okay, homozygous black, and you get a 1-year return on your life full guarantee. You betcha. Letter W.
Looks like you got all JMF blood on the top side. They've been breeding for a long, long time too. I think all black.
Says nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy. I never noticed that about Ebony Knight.
Jensen Morgan Farm. Yep. JMF Mr. Bojangles back there on the dam side. I remember having a gelding that was by him that was quite a driving horse, and my brother got a few ready for Al Davison that were by that horse. Lots of drive.
Johnny. There we go. Last but not least. Wayne Weaver, I've seen that do it. Wayne, have you seen that set plan? Okay. Stallion Premier, eller wo ist ein Stehen? Okay, das ist die Stehen.
Letter X is going to be the last stallion of the day, but definitely not the least. John Raber Consignment, CLS Esquire Axios. Agent Premier Equine, he's going to be standing right there at John's place. This one is by Dragon's Meat Axios with a CBMF Over the Moon dam, HVK Dragon Beat second dam. A young stallion with great pedigree, just starting his breeding career. He's settled a number of mares last year already. They're looking forward to the 2026 foaling season. $100 off if booked today or tomorrow. Service fee is $1,500. They just had his first foal and look very promising, guys. Here's a young stallion in Esquire Axios. He is just a 4-year-old.
Yeah, here's a nice young stallion. I remember seeing him at Superior. This young rider did pretty good out there. But by Axios, everybody knows what he's done to the breed. Out of Over the Moon mare, Dragon Beat second dam. I always liked Dragon Beat. He was, and the beat goes on, which is simply Maserati. I think, if I remember right, this one maybe showed at the Superior, the first Superior sweeps, no? 2022. Was he the reserve? Yeah, he was the reserve. I thought he was the reserve at the first Superior sweeps. I think that was the first one, 22. His dam has produced world champion. I think that one was by Joe Zares. Stud he stood.
Unique opportunity, young stallion, guys. Black throwing pretty foals that probably will end up going both ways. Produce some buggy horses and some show horses.
Ist aber aus, Bruder.
Nee. 643.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see.
Public Superior. I wasn't that long in shopping for an hour of
I think the other part ready for the du kannst sehen, was drin drin ist.
Yeah.
That's full focus.
Yeah, Superior. Like wheat.
That's fitting your kid interest out in that.
Oh, absolutely. When I was a bit like that, freaking in Brookston, they kind of that, come together, do whatever.
I like it. If I say anything. How you doing, John?
All right, that's the last of the stallions, guys. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around for that. Good job to everybody. Tomorrow morning at 8:30, we're going to be right here on the block and selling horses, so be sure to come out here. If you're leaving tonight, be sure to pay for your horse tonight. Boys, when you take him out.
Harry, oh, yeah.
Thanks, everybody, guys. Have a safe trip home tonight. We'll